Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Thank you so much for joining me today. And this is Kamille and Kamryn Smith, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Kamille and Kamryn. That's awesome. So you're Kamille, you are 10, is that right? Or 11?
11.
11. Okay. And then how old are you, Kamryn?
I'm 8.
You're 8. Wonderful. And both of you guys are authors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. That's amazing. So I'm going to read a little bio that your dad sent to me about you all, just to let everybody know how wonderful you are. So, Kamille Smith, she's an author, scholar, and girl motivator. Kamille is 11 years old and she became a published author at 9 years old. Kamille is passionate about helping young ladies become confident in themselves. When she isn't at school, she is reading, writing, cooking, or playing basketball. She became the first kid author to host a book signing at the historical John Brown House in Akron, and she was invited to conduct a signing at the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And Kamille says, I want girls to know that they can do the same or more than boys. Boys always get all the credit, but girls should believe that they can do anything. I love that. That's wonderful. And Kamryn Smith. Kamryn, after watching her sister and her dad publish books, Kamryn could not be left out. She wrote her first book, Be Free, Just Do It Your Way, at the age of 7, and really loved spreading the message of being herself. She has even taught children how to organize their ideas into action steps to write a book during her first book signing. That's amazing. So you're already, not only are you an author, Kamryn, but you're also a teacher and educator. You're helping other people learn how to write books. That's amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into some questions. These are some easy questions. I know you ladies won't have any problem answering these questions, but if you need me to reply or if you need me to say it again or repeat something, just let me know. Okay, so ladies, tell me a little bit about yourself. What are some of your favorite things to do?
Some of my favorite things to do are play basketball. Um I like last year I started playing the trumpet.
Oh, nice.
Um I like to play piano. I like to cook and
That's a lot of things. That's
I
wonderful.
also like to write.
And you like to write. Yeah, absolutely. And so you play basketball because your dad is a basketball coach for young ladies, right? What's the name of the team?
It's called Ladies First.
Ladies First. Absolutely. Do you play basketball too, Kamryn?
Mm-hmm.
You do. Okay. So what are some things you like to do?
I like to draw. I like to paint stuff. I also like to read and watch shows.
Nice. So you ladies have a lot in common with Miss Tameka. So you guys can call me Miss Tameka. You all have a lot in common with me because I love motivating young people too, young ladies and women too. And I also love to draw and paint. So I'm an artist and an author. So you ladies have a lot in common with me. So we're going to have fun with this conversation. I'm really excited about it. So I want to know, at 7 years old, how did you get into writing? What got you started, Kamille?
Me.
Oh, oh, somebody started at 8 or 7, right? Who started at 8?
Cameron.
Okay, you started at 7, didn't you, Kamille? You
No,
got
I
your first
started
book.
at 9.
You started at 9. Okay. Oh, that's right, because that's right, yes. Okay. Tell me then, how did you get started as a young author? What got you started?
What got me started is at first watching my dad write his book, and I also like to read and write. So and I wanted to empower girls and help them be confident in themselves and not think down about themselves.
Mm, mm. How did you come to that? What got you excited about empowering other people? Was it your mom and dad, or what was it that got you excited about wanting to empower others?
What made me want to empower others is that people they're not confident in themselves, and I wanted to like find a way to fix that because that's not good, and you should always be confident in who you are.
Absolutely. And for you to know that at 11 years old, I think that is so amazing. And I can't wait to see what you end up doing when you get older, because if you have this level of confidence now at 11 years old, you're going to be amazing when you become 20 years old or 25 years old. You're going to be an amazing young lady. So, what got you started writing, Kamryn?
Um, well, I hear people like trying to like dress up perfectly or try to do something, and I'm like I'm like over here and I'm just drawing a random thing. And so I wanted people to know that you don't have to do anything to be yourself. Just be yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you don't have to do anything special to like try to impress people, right? You could just be your amazing self. Absolutely. And so yeah, your book is called Be Free, Do It Your Way. And you thought that book was important because you want people to just be themselves, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How did you come to that? Because at your age, sometimes young ladies and young men, they don't know that it's okay to just be themselves. How did you know that it was okay just to be you?
Because really I was just usually I'm very energetic and I have a lot of energy, and usually people say I do too much even though I don't.
Uh-huh. Yes, I love that. And you know what? Let me just tell you this. If you're amazing now and you can keep on being amazing, are going to always tell you that you're doing too much. But you know what that means? That just means that they can't keep up with you. That's what that means. That it's not that you're doing too much. It just means that they can't keep up. So you keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, so Kamille, your book is entitled Switching Up My Hair. And why did you decide to write this book? Now, this title of the book, I love it because I've written two books about hair, black hair. And so, what made you decide to write a book about switching up your hair?
What made me decide to write this book is because lots of people are ashamed about their hair and they feel like it's like wrong about how it is. And so when people would read my book, it'll give them confidence about their hair and let them know that whatever your hair looks like, it's okay, however it is.
I love that. Oh my gosh, you ladies are beautiful, amazing. That is so wonderful. And what I love about it is that I think when young people motivate each other, I think in many ways it may mean a lot more because they can relate to you. So I do motivation and you do motivation, but young people may not be able to relate to me as much as they can relate to someone like you because you're more like them. And I think it's amazing that you have taken the steps to become a motivator and to help young ladies build up their confidence. Because I remember when I was your age, I used to be so shy, like getting on and talking on a podcast or on a radio show. Long time ago, there was no such thing as podcast when I was a little girl. And so getting on the radio or getting on TV or something, I would have been so shy to do that. But the fact that you ladies are confident enough to do that, I think that's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And
Thank
so, yeah, you're welcome. You're
Yeah.
welcome. What do you hope that your book will do for the readers? So, like, if you could have the best, like your readers could have the best experience with your books, what kind of experience would you want them to have? What do you want them to get out of your book?
you. I would want them to get confidence out my book, and and like to be able to determine that my book is about how you should have confidence in yourself, and that you shouldn't be ashamed of anything that you do, even if people don't like what you do. And
Hmm.
like in Cameron's book, it says, "Be yourself." Like,
Yeah, yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to say about that, Cameron?
Um, I wanted them to experience the thoughts that they can have faith and belief in themselves and ignore the negative thoughts.
I love that. Absolutely love that. You both are amazing examples of being successful at what it is you are doing. And so, if you were to think about other young people who want to be authors, what would you tell them? How can they get started?
um, I would tell them to find a topic that they think should be put out into the world, and something, maybe if you want to like have build up confidence in people, maybe something like that's a problem in the world or something like that. And then keep going with your thoughts, and don't, even if you think it's not perfect, because nobody's going to be perfect. Make it however you feel like it should be, and don't, like, you could have people edit it, but don't make people tell you what to do, because it's your book and it's your thoughts, and whatever you think, you can do it.
That's beautiful. You said two very important things there. You said the first thing that you said was nobody's perfect and don't worry about your book being perfect. That is so important because many people, they get afraid to put out their books or put out their artwork or put out whatever it is that they're doing because they want it to be perfect. Now, Miss Tameka, I used to be one of those people. I'm an artist and a designer, and I want my artwork to be perfect all the time. And like you said, there is no such thing as perfect, right? And because I would get so caught up on making everything perfect, it would make me slow down in putting my work out. So sometimes I wouldn't even put it out because I was afraid that people wouldn't like it because I didn't think it was perfect. And so what you just said is so, that's not only important for young people, but it's also important for grown-ups, because there's a lot of grown-ups that have things that they want to do, but they're afraid to do them because they don't think that they'll be perfect at it. And so what I'm hearing you say is, doesn't matter if you're perfect, do what it is you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so Cameron, what would you like to say for children who are looking to start writing books? What kind of advice would you give to them?
Um, I would say to think about how you can help the world and then write about stuff that you can think of that's not negative thoughts. And until you're done writing part of like the topics of your book, then you can think of more things about that topic.
That's beautiful. So what I'm hearing you say, Cameron, is something called service. So what you're saying is, think about how your book can serve other people. That's what we're here to do. God put us all here with different talents. We all have lots of different things that we can do. Some people are wonderful at math, some people are wonderful at art, some people are wonderful at building things. And I think that whenever you are given a talent, no matter what that talent is supposed to serve other people. And for you to know that at your age, that service is important, I think that's amazing because you'll figure out what you like to do and you'll know the real reason is because you want to serve others, right? Yeah, yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. So, is there anything that you ladies would like to talk about that we didn't talk about? Is there anything that's been on your mind? Anything you want to share with the audience about your experience being an author?
Um,
It could be anything.
I don't think so.
Okay. What about you, Cameron? You look like you have something that you might want to add.
Nah, I don't have anything.
Okay. Okay, you know what I want to know? I want to know what was your experience like? Remember, your dad told me that you all went to the WNBA's induction ceremony or something, right? It was
Mm.
so. What was that like? How did you ladies like that?
It was fun. Meeting the inductees, and we got to give our books to them, and I enjoyed it.
What about you, Cameron?
That it was fun getting to know them and getting to know their different talents.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Well, you ladies are on the road to major success with your book. I'm very proud of the things that you've been able to do. When your dad was telling me about all the things that you ladies were able to do, I knew I wanted to have you on my podcast because it's so important for other young people to see successful young people and people that are excited about what they're doing and confident enough to do what it is they want to do. So I applaud you ladies for having confidence. I applaud you for wanting to share your gifts.
Thank
And yeah, yes, and I thank you for being here with me today.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yes, it was wonderful to talk to you. And I'm going to ask you, are you ladies, do you guys have a website or social media or something that, like, if you are on any kind of social media where people can find your books, or how can people find your books?
We have these cards.
Uh-huh. Okay, so they can scan the QR code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, they can scan the QR code and they can get your book where? Where can they buy your book?
Our website is published at the9.com.
Nice. Published at 9 the9.com. Awesome. And so they can get your books from there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. I'll make sure that when I get ready to publish this episode, I'll put that in my show notes so that everybody can go on and be able to purchase your books.
Okay, and you can also follow us on social media at Hall of Fame Authors.
Look at that. I love it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you, ladies, for joining me this evening.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh, my goodness. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, they were so beautiful. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I love that. It makes me so happy to see young ladies with that amount of confidence because there are so many of them that do not have confidence. The ladies were right. There are people out there that need help to know that they have something to offer the world, that they can be confident and do the things that they like to do. And I just applaud those young ladies because they are on the right track. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And when they get to be, like I said, in their 20s, I can't wait to see what they do. if they're already doing these things even before they get 12 years old, I just can't even imagine what they'll do when they get 20. I think it's beautiful. It's amazing. So this episode of the Black Beauty Activist, since we are celebrating authors, this episode is brought to you by my book, Be the Goat. This book has already made a tremendous impact on the world. I've partnered with schools across the nation to sell hundreds of these books to universities and high schools across the nation. And I'm excited to say that I will be at Southern Connecticut State University on November the 8th to celebrate National First Generation College Student Day. Southern Connecticut ordered 75 copies of Be the GOAT Career Readiness Manual for first generation students and young professionals. And I'll be presenting my keynote entitled That First Gen Fire. So I am super pumped. I look forward to seeing y'all at Southern Connecticut. And educators, if you are looking for a speaker for your school, a dynamic speaker for your staff and your students, please look me up. You can reach me at info@drtamekaellington.com. And thank you all for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please like it, leave a comment on YouTube, share it in the circles of friends that you have that you know will love and benefit from this. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Black Beauty Activist Podcast. And as always, remember, on the other side of fear is your beautiful confidence. Peace and blessings, everybody.